2022-2023 football season gets underway this weekend, and I'm sure football fans are definitely excited, expecting a lot of football action. So today's edition of the show, we will take a look at the top 5 of football leagues in Europe, what to expect, project the winners, and maybe we can pick teams that can surprise us at the end of the season. Doing this with me on today's edition of the show, I have to my left Akintunde Young Akinloye. We always call him the biggest of them all. Welcome to the show today.
Yes, it's nice to be here.
Amazing to be here. And to my right, I have none other than John Ojel today. We call him Long John, and we also call him the tallest of them all. John, great to have you on the show.
Yeah, so happy to be here. I can't wait for us to dive in.
I like the fact that you're wearing blue because you're Mancunian.
Yeah.
So let's start with you. The English Premier League officially kickstarts this weekend. And for you, what are the expectations after seeing Manchester City lose the Community Shield last weekend?
Yeah, obviously, the Premier League is built around so much drama, right from VAR to fans, to the referees, to the players, staff, coaches, everything. And the drama is what sells out the Premier League. So I'm looking forward to a lot. Looking at some of the teams, that will be, gracing the occasion this year, especially teams that came all the way from, the championship.
Yeah.
For teams like Nottingham Forest,
Yes.
November, they will come. So this time, let's just hope that I just hope that they will stay this time because they've got great players who can actually at least try and retain themselves in the Premier League. And also looking at the Big Four, I don't know if we're still going to talk about that, but looking
that's what we're going to know.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing the competition between these teams, the likes of Chelsea, Manchester City, United, and Arsenal. For me, looks like the team that I'll be looking forward to this season.
Okay, it's talking about the Big Four. Let me come to today. Today, I think it has been extended to the Big Six because you have to include a Manchester United. You have to include Tottenham Hotspur in this conversation. So he has taken us to 6 teams already.
Even calling it the Big Six is a disservice to Manchester City and Liverpool. There's a big two.
Yes.
And there's the rest of the chasing pack, the 4 that can chase, but you are not really expecting much from them. That's the Chelseas, the Arsenals, the Tottenhams, and Manchester United. If any of these 4 teams win the league, it will be a surprise. But also, you cannot have their big teams going into the season. So that's why Big Six generally, yes. But the 2 teams that can realistically win the league, we know. Those are the 2 teams that have won each and every single one of the last 5 league trophies. Yes. Or even though Manchester City won 4 of them.
We understand.
But still, these are undoubtedly the 2 best teams in the league. Even going into the new season, they are the ones that play the competition. They've already laid out the backer as the teams to beat. They are the ones that everybody else is chasing. So can the chasing pack actually catch up this time around remains to be seen. Like John mentioned, Arsenal has done some great business, and they are a team that we will definitely be keeping our eye on. Even though I have my personal doubts and reservations about them and their coach. Tottenham is probably the potentially surprising one of the chasing pack for me because they made some smart signings that will probably not work anywhere, but the Antonio Conte signings, and that's how Antonio Conte loves to.
It's specific kind of players for specific kind of positions.
For exactly what he needs, and players that will most likely not be useful to the club in the long run, but will do a job instantly, and that's how we won the league for Chelsea in 2016-17, and they'll be looking to repeat the feat with us.
Obviously, from what you said, Liverpool, Manchester City favourite for the league title in the English Premier League. So if you have to pick one team that can challenge, that might just sneak in, that if the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City slip up this season, will take the title, which will that be? Only one.
I already mentioned Tottenham, but since you give me the option of only
just one,
and I'm a Chelsea fan, I have to go Chelsea. Simply because, not even just because I'm a Chelsea fan alone. A lot of people seem to underrate Chelsea because they've lost.
But you have to understand they had somewhat not a very good preseason.
Yes. Preseason is not the actual season, and again, the major reason people are feeling this way is because they lost some signings to Barcelona. Which
yes.
People are overlooking people are paying more attention to the players that they didn't sign than the players that they actually signed. Because Koulibaly is a fantastic sign. Raheem Sterling is a fantastic sign. He's an upgrade to the Chelsea attack.
Yes.
Koulibaly is an adequate replacement for Rudiger. So as it stands, we are talking about a team. This is the same team that won the Champions League minus Rudiger, and Rudiger has been adequately replaced, and now they've added Sterling to the request was not there when they won the Champions League.
Obviously,
so they've added Sterling to that mix as well. So this is the Champions League winning team plus Sterling, and I think that has to count for something. I don't think Chelsea are as bad as people seem to think, and I admit that I'm a Chelsea fan, and perhaps I've been a little bit optimistic. So I think Chelsea are comfortably the best of the chasing pack right now.
Okay, before we talk about the Spanish La Liga, John Oje today, Nigeria contingent in the English Premier League, Alex Iwobi at Everton, Tottenham Forest as Awoniyi. Which one are you looking forward to? Which one of our old players can give us a spark this season?
Well, for now, we don't even know what's happening to this guy from Watford, if he's going
to move to another. Yes.
So for Awoniyi, Alex Iwobi, especially Awoniyi, remember, he came all the way from Germany and Union Berlin, and he was, their highest goal scorer at the time. Now coming down to the English Premier League, to play for a club like Nottingham Forest. I didn't watch a lot of Nottingham, last season championship, but I think for them to be able to qualify, to the Premier League, it just shows that they're a team that we should be looking forward to. And for Awoniyi, I expect him to do a lot. I know that coming to a new league is not very easy, coming to Premier League, but he's got the physicality. I think he's somehow built for a league like the Premier League. Let us hope that he hits the ground running in his first season. While for Alex Iwobi, last season he wasn't bad enough. He was one of the most even important players
going to the end of the season.
End of the under Frank Lampard. I hope that he can repeat that feat this season and ensure that it puts Everton on the edge going into the new season. And for other Nigerian players like Ndidi, for a couple of games, Ndidi was injured, and
he's back with
last season. We had so much expectation for him. I remember a season before, the senior man was everywhere. The senior man was the senior man
winning the player of the month.
Exactly, but last season, that didn't happen. He was always coming from the bench. Not that he was injured. I don't know Brendan Rodgers with his tactics. I don't understand that. But this season, I just hope that Iheanacho and Ndidi can be as fit as they can to ensure that they take Leicester to another level. Okay,
let's go to the Spanish La Liga now. John Oje today, it's definitely it's still between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Who takes it this season? Remember, Barcelona has done great business.
Yeah.
Unlike Real Madrid adding a lot of players.
Yes, but Real Madrid still has a large chunk of their players, that played last season in the Champions League, that won the Champions League.
And they added Rudiger.
And also don't forget Atletico Madrid. Sometimes we tend to forget Atletico, knowing full well that these guys can also become because we know over time they've not really been there they've just been in and out. But of course, the two greatest teams in the world, that's Barcelona and Real Madrid. And as it stands for Barcelona, they've added a couple of players. For me, the peak has to be Lewandowski. Yeah, they signed Frankesi, they signed Yuskunde.
They got Christensen from Chelsea. They still Kunde. Always mention that they still Kunde from Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea fans. I don't want to talk about
we understand.
So, but for me, Lewandowski has to be the peak. A recognized striker, a striker that's proven over time that he's the best. When you mention the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, I think Lewandowski for me, also tops that chart. So this season, I expect him to score. They have quite a number of goals, for Barcelona, help them. Remember, they've also got Aubameyang, who for me as well last season, proved to be a very, very important player, for Barcelona and for Real Madrid. Remember, they added Tchouaméni to the team. A very young player who is also Rudiger as well, very decent. And then they still retain the large chunk of the players, that played last season that won the Champions League. I remember they still got Eden Hazard. And this season, Eden Hazard during the preseason, Eden Hazard has shown that he's ready for the new season. I just hope he can stay fit. That's his problem. If Hazard can stay fit, I think he will be one of the most important players, for Real Madrid this season. And also, don't forget, there's also a third force, Atletico Madrid. Remember, Atletico, some seasons ago, looks like a big deal, but they've been in and out because, of course, they can't match the firepower that the likes of Barcelona and the Real Madrid are going in terms of even finances. So, the Spanish La Liga for me, I don't know. I would say that going by what happened last season, at Real Madrid, coming into this season, I think that Real Madrid might still be the team to chase. Barcelona will try their best. Remember, they've got a coach like Xavi, who for me last season did a fantastic job. It looks like Barcelona were going down last season, but when he came in, he brought them back to second. And for me this season, I think Ancelotti too is another coach that you really. Although there's something about Ancelotti, especially second season, it's not really so. If I'm choosing Real Madrid, I'm choosing them based on some of the things that last season and some of the players that they have that were not important last season. Like I mentioned, Nazar, if he stays fit, he'll be a very, very, very important player for them.
Tunde, let's spend 2 minutes to talk about the German Bundesliga. We saw the Super Cup last weekend. A dominant Bayern Munich team, even when we were playing Leipzig right there in their home. What are we expecting this season?
That's strange question. Are we expecting anything like that?
Something can just happen. But I like the fact that Man started the season well.
Nothing will happen. Bayern Munich are clearly the best team in Germany.
Yeah.
And RB Leipzig, that many believe will be perhaps their closest challenger, even ahead of Dortmund.
Yeah.
They were very comfortably taking apart 5-3 in the Super Cup. So I don't see anybody ending that Bayern streak anytime soon. They are going for a 10th straight championship, and I think they will get it.
Okay, but Bayern Munich in Europe, they should be a lot better than what we saw last time.
They should be, but like I don't like making Champions League predictions, because Champions League is not necessarily by form or strength. Champions League is a lot more open, and anybody you can mistakenly win the Champions League. We've seen this before.
So many times.
But you cannot mistakenly win the league. That is it. So win the league, you have to be the best team. You cannot mistakenly beat everybody twice over in the space of 9 months. The Champions League, you've seen teams that didn't necessarily deserve it work their way towards it. So Bayern Munich are definitely one of the strongest teams in Europe. So they can compete for the Champions League. Will they win? It remains to be seen. Depends on who they face. Depends on how lucky they get with the draw and all that. But in the league, you face everybody. You get the chance to beat everybody around, and I think they will do that comfortably.
Interesting. Let's move to France. John or just today. I have a feeling we'll just have a repeat of what we see in Germany. PSG continue their dominance because they look very, very comfortable at the start of the season.
Yeah, but don't forget that they've got a new coach.
Yes.
Gaeta, and they still retain the large share of their players. And Neymar, speculations that Neymar might like it. But as it is now, I think Neymar is staying. And they still got Lionel Messi. Now remember, Lionel Messi last season didn't really have.
But it looks better this season. It looks better this season, especially with the preseason.
Of course, now coming into the new season, I think we might now see another best of Lionel Messi, in the PSG color. So there's so much. We shouldn't do so much analysis on this. That's with PSG again. But their chances in Champions League. Well, I think because for me, that's the ultimate thing.
For them, yeah, that's true.
And then, like Tunde said, it remains to be seen if PSG can actually still win this Champions League. Because the truth is that there are other teams, and you also need a bit of luck. Because Champions League, how many games compared to the league, where of course you have to be the best.
38.
But in the Champions League, anything could work against you. I remember that season that Chelsea won the Champions League against Bayern in that final.
Yeah.
Chelsea was one of the best teams now. So, but
even for the quarterfinals,
so sometimes luck play a huge role. That we've seen teams that deserve to into the final.
Yeah.
I mean, they played the best of football. You're going to the final, but it's what it is, football. But in the league, PSG takes it all for me. I don't see all these Marseille and other teams coming to compete with them.
Okay, quickly, let's end with the Italian Serie A. Juventus look reborn to the start of the season, but there's still Inter, there's still AC Millan. Should I add Napoli to that list today?
For me,
that's the Italian Serie A now.
Yeah, in the Italian Serie A, most people seem to think Juve will do something special this season. Let's see. They've added for Pogba, they've added Di Maria.
But he's injured. So people actually have to know that he's injured.
Yeah, Pogba is injured. I personally don't believe they will win. I personally, I think Inter. I think Inter are
Wow.
AC Milan, I don't think they have the quality to run back. They've not really, made quality addition to the squad that won the time. They are handing out a contract extension to 40-year-old Ibrahimovic, who is injured for 6 months. So that shows their level of ambition. I don't think they are going to run it back. I even think Napoli has a better chance than them. Despite the fact that they lost Koulibaly.
Yes.
I think they have a better chance. They've renewed their squad. Insigne is gone.
He's gone.
This is Osimhen's team now, and I think that has to count for something going into the next season. We also have to look at Roma as challengers. The fact that they have Jose Mourinho in charge, his first season finished 6th,
won the Conference League.
Won the Conference League. Now they'll be playing in Europa. Can he balance Europa League contention and league challenge? Let's see how that goes. Most people seem to forget that they were top of the league for like the first 3 months last season, or at least 3 months in the season. They were still in contention. But they just didn't have the quality. Now they've added Paulo Dybala. They're adding Jorginho Wijnaldum very soon. They made some quality, smart signings, and this team is much better than it was last season. So I look forward to seeing that Dybala and Tammy Abraham link up. I think Roma are going to be surprise challengers. That's not to say Juve cannot challenge. I personally don't think they will win it, but they will challenge. But if they win it, also will not be surprised.
Definitely Juventus, and they are perennial winners of the Italian Serie A. I have to say at this point, Tunde, fantastic having you on the show today.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
John Oje today, the Mancunian. It's great having you on the show.
Yeah, as a City fan, I just can't wait for the season to kickstart. But it's great being here.
Exactly, and for you out there, I'm sure you enjoy all the football. Remember, from August, from now up until next year, is football all the way. So enjoy all the best, all sporting action. But from us on Prime Sports, we'll take a quick break at this point because there's still more to come on today's edition of the show.